What else? What do YouTube people say? Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Adept the Best. Subscribe now, please. I'm begging you.
You know, like,
Content.
imagine if I were to go on stream and, like, take a banana and shove the whole thing in my mouth at one time, and I said, that's just how I eat bananas. Like, imagine looking at me and being like, oh, well, you know, like, like that kind of thing. If you're going to make an excuse for that and say that the reason that you're doing that is because that's just how I eat bananas, I have a problem with that. And then it leads to people coming in my chat saying, you're lying on that patio furniture fully clothed in a t-shirt and sweats because you're being shameless.
Yeah, that is annoying when they're lying. If you're bringing up that point, yes, I 100% agree. If they're genuinely lying about their intent,
And I think that's where my only problem is, because I've thought about this 100 times. Mia Malkova, I have so much respect for. Sasha Grey, I have so much respect for. Like, when I look at their platforms, they are sex workers, they are stars, and they are completely honest about the whole thing. They're like, I'm in the adult entertainment industry, right? I don't fucking care. Great. But if you're going to come to Twitch and then say, I'm doing this because this is what I want to wear, this is what I wear all the time, I'm the most comfortable in this, it's like, you're affecting me then, you know? You're causing people to look at me and say, oh, she's do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you get what I'm
Just
saying?
be honest. I'm telling
Most of the
parents to
time,
say that.
most of the time, this also circles back to a society issue. In America, things have been so conservative to where they only want you to be a fucking whore for them. But if you're just a fucking whore, then you're a fucking whore, and that's disgusting. But if you're their only fucking whore in private, then it's okay. And that's and that's where things are changing, and that's why OnlyFans is, in all honesty, a good thing overall.
It's funny, Maya, because I think hearing you put that to words, I think that's my problem too. I've always had a moral compass complex.
Yeah, because I seriously, I don't give a shit about girls that are on OnlyFans off of Twitch. Mrs. Sister, love her, right? Like, the shit that she does, I don't fucking care. Like, she is so honest about it, and she loves it. She's like,
but it doesn't seep into the shit that we're doing, where they're expecting people on this website to do the same thing.
I think Maya just said it with more eloquence, but Macaiyla, I think it's important for you to acknowledge that that is what Malena was trying to say. Like, she wasn't trying to be, I think there was just, like, Macaiyla, I mean, Maya sat here and thought about how to articulate that, and Malena was just talking casually and was, you know, hoping not to be dived into or attacked.
I'm sorry for calling you stupid, but that was fucking dumb. But you're not stupid.
Where Macaiyla's pissing us off is her assumptions. Macaiyla makes a lot of assumptions that are very low IQ.
Yeah, but like what she does is like she goes straight for the throat when she thinks she hears something that clicks in her head when she just assumes something.
You never said a single time in this entire conversation that it was about women lying about their content. Well, that is your problem. If you are going to make the basis of this entire conversation about that, then say, just like Maya did in 2 minutes, hi, this is why I have a problem with women on here. Okay, let me reword that. You have a problem with the women that lie about what they're selling on here. And you could have just said that. We didn't have to talk about an hour and a half of this shit. You could have literally just said, I do not like women on this platform who lie about selling their body for money.
Okay, it's kind of a hard thing to articulate.
Yeah,
and,
she
it
nuanced
took me a really long time to think about it, because
you were completely honest.
You think the subject started if I would have said, hey, I don't like you advertising your titties on the same platform that we're doing. We've been slowly going into the subject because we don't want to step on people's toes because we don't want to get banned.
I think another reason why
Maya just said it in a non-bannable way. How's that bannable?
But like I really,
it took her like an hour and a half to warm up.
It took me a really long time to articulate that, and I think that the reason Malena came across that way is like the reason that we all have a problem with women on Twitch is that Twitch doesn't allow sexualized content. So you kind of have to lie about the reason that you're doing it. You know, like I think that's probably kind of where Malena is coming from, is like she has a problem with like the women that are doing that on Twitch because they have to make it seem like that's not, you can't plug your OnlyFans on Twitch, right?
It's dishonest,
but they do anyway.
I think that there has been a healthy amount of checks and balances here in the words that we've been using, the way we've been talking. I don't think that anyone should walk away from this badly, and I think that everyone has made a point here or there to point out everyone else's kind of like either hypocrisy or misuse of a word or so on and so forth.
It is such a fucked up nuanced situation. That's all. There's always gonna be a
I am just trying to make sure that both sides like have an argument here.
Right. Oh yeah, good job of that.
What I do in my head sometimes, let me just explain this, and I feel like Macaiyla functions in the same way. So Nick, let's say I hear Nick and Greek talk about something, right? They're talking about a subject. I will, in my head, twist it into something that I think it is, assume that is what they meant, and I will go straight for Nick's throat because I made up a scenario in my head that I believed wasn't actually true. And it happens more often than I think, and I feel like Macaiyla does kind of the same thing where she hears one thing and she thinks I mean another thing. I'm going to say, hi, in the way that Macaiyla wanted me to say it. My name is Malena. I stream on Twitch with my boyfriend. I am not a fan of people advertising for their OnlyFans on the same website that we are streaming on because it is making people assume that we do the same thing. It is seeping into the same business that we're streaming in. And be honest about what you're doing. And I am, again, shit at articulating my thoughts because I have to translate them in my head first. Fordi jeg er norsk, jeg er ikke engelsk. Jeg tenker på norsk, jeg må oversette alt jeg sier til engelsk før jeg... Herregud. Jeg klarer ikke å si det engang. Sorry.
No, I think
some people may have resonated there.
I think it's great. I just think it's been a good discussion all around. I think it's actually great, Macaiyla, for you challenging us. I believe you.
I mean, you guys asked me to talk.
You called us out.
The thing that like triggers me is that you have the audacity to call me stupid. It's like, hey, I'm a dumbass, right? How the fuck could you not put this down within 10 minutes of speaking? I'm the person that usually goes on for an hour. Why the fuck, if you guys are so smart, right? And I'm the dumbass here. Why couldn't this be put into a sentence or put so Macaiyla, blatantly, obviously, in dumb? 10 minutes? No, Malena, like, for example, and then Adept with the, left field takes. Like, yes, I want to genuinely understand. I want to understand why
it's dangerous to make those assumptions and have people align with those assumptions when they're just flat out wrong.
This could have been...
You were trying to put the words, you hate sex workers, in my mouth. And you were like, yes, you hate sex workers, right? And I just tried to explain to you, over and over, no, I don't hate sex workers, but you were trying to put it back into my mouth. And that is why we've been on the same subject for so long, because I've had to keep explaining myself. And again, I am so sorry for calling you stupid. I know you're having a shitty day, and you probably wouldn't even prefer to be here right now, but I am happy that you're here.
Definitely not. But it's fine.
Okay, no big deal. Let's wrap it up. Let's end it there. I don't think it's healthy for this conversation to be continued.
No.
Adept.
Definitely not.
I think that we stepped in when Malena called you stupid. I think it was wrong of her to do that. I think that the assumptions were unnecessary. I think that Malena do have some hypocrisy in her statements, and I think all those things were addressed. And like I said, there was a healthy amount of checks and balances, and if anyone is leaving this with hard feelings, I think it'll be a maturity issue, and I'm okay with that. I can live with that as well. But
wait, what do you mean hypocrisy? You think I'm a hypocrite?
No, we all said hypocritical things
there were
a little bit.
issues within your statement about how they could be seen as hypocritical, and why it might be a time to reflect and think about how you present those ideas.
Reflect on what?
Either of you are hypocritical. I actually think you were both super consistent. I think you're both just really strong, like, not to be negative, but kind of crass women. Like, you just say how you feel, and I think that offended both of you. I think that's it. I don't think that either of you are
I'm not
hypocrites.
using hypocrite as an insult either. That is not an insult. It's not an attack.
I think it's hypocritical of me to be like, I support OnlyFans, and then also to be offended when people ask about mine. I think that's interesting, you know.
I think this entire conversation, even taking out sex workers, I think this entire conversation is fucking stupid, because at the end of the day, we're all selling content in some way that other people will or will not agree with.
Not if I'm being sexually harassed because of it.
I don't agree with sexual harassment, but at the end of the day, everyone is getting content or creating content in different ways, and those people might not agree, or they might disagree. Like, I can't even explain it because you're right, I'm fucking dumb. But the moral that I'm trying to say here is
you're not dumb.
You're selling. We're all selling content in different fucking ways. Everyone has a different hustle, which is why this annoyed me.
I think we're all on like the same.
We are on the same. On the same page.
Same page. Like, we respect the hustle if you're honest about what the hustle is. And if you're not, then fuck that. And that makes us, like, that brings people to our stream that harass us and make us look bad. Like, I think that's it. I think we all kind of get it. I don't know.
I feel like I was the only one blatantly just straightforward enough to say I don't like it seeping into our business, and it made Macaiyla think that I don't like sex workers, and that is not the truth. I just don't like it being in the same business that we're doing, where it's being advertised to another platform where there's nudes and bodies and same shit where we're being put in. Okay. I'm gonna stop.
It's okay.
I've been repeating myself for like 40 minutes. I
don't care. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just over it. I don't care. I get the point now. I get what you're saying.
Okay. I'm glad you get the point. Slowly also going to change.
Someone said grand finale Drake.
It is also going to change when it comes to
anyway,
but let's just wrap it up. We're good here. Thank you guys all for coming up.
Thank you guys. Good conversation regardless.
Great conversation whether you feel like it right now or not. Trust me, these things progress everyone in a healthy way.
This is a massive conversation, chat. Like, if you feel like you're left like a little bit not, closed up, that's because it will
never be a
years and years before you feel like this is a settled conversation. It's massive.